Hey, what's up guys, Figuarts back with another action figure review. Today we are looking at the Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Captain Ginyu figure. You're finally diving into the Ginyu Force. Actually, we're finally diving into the Frieza saga. Long overdue. But here's the front of the package, showing of course the captain of the Ginyu Force. On one side we get some pictures of the figure, on the back side we get some more pictures of the figure and some various poses, and on the other side we just get Ginyu on that little window packaging. Now if you guys are interested, be sure to check out the link down below in the description where you guys can order yourself a Captain Ginyu. Let me just start off by saying justice for Guldo, justice for Guldo. For those of you not aware, recently Bandai Tamashii has unveiled or revealed their Ginyu Force. So they showed off the entire team. They will be producing and making Raccoon, Birder, Jace, and Guldo. Unfortunately, Guldo seems to be unarticulated, completely just a statue. He is bundled in with Birder. It's a little disappointing. Actually, it's very disappointing. So hopefully they get enough feedback from the fans and they produce an articulated Guldo, because that's just it's not acceptable there for us. You can't just make the Ginyu Force and make Guldo a statue, a Ban Presto figurine that is not articulated. But anyways, I'm gonna get sidetracked. Let me end the rant on a positive note. Bandai Tamashii is producing some of the best Dragon Ball Z figures ever created, and it's one of the best toy lines out there in my opinion. This is my favorite toy line, and this figure just looks phenomenal. It looks fantastic. Very excited to get the whole entire Ginyu Force all together right here in one picture. It's just gonna look so good. And I'm not only excited for the Ginyu Force, the fact that we're getting a Ginyu Force, but we are getting the Namek Dragon Balls too, and these are these giant Dragon Balls. So here's a close shot at Captain Ginyu, and this is how he comes packed in with this smiling, smirking face, and he has his scouter equipped. Very nice. Going down to the torso, we can see the Ginyu Force logo on his left side, which is our right side. The back side of the figure, and down to the leg. So nothing too crazy here. Everything looks as accurate as can be. But as always, like I do with all my reviews, I always like giving you guys a close, detailed shot at the figure so you can kind of see the texture and the paint and everything a little bit up close with high quality. One more shot at the head that comes packed in on the figure. Here is head number 2. He is looking to the side. Also note the ears, they're normal. And I say that because you cannot put the scouter onto this head. This is the only head you cannot put the scouter on. So here is head number 3, and you can see the ear is gone. And there's a peg for the scouter, and this is a yelling face. There's only one scouter that you have to keep removing and applying to every head that you wish to have on the figure. So that just pegs in just like that. And now you have the scouter on the yelling head. And last but not least, we have head number 4. You can see his eyes are looking down, and he is very afraid or scared right now. Again, you can apply, or you should apply the scouter, because that peg is going to be looking weird there without a scouter. And here is a look at the peg for the head when you swap them out. It's not a ball jointed hinge or anything. It is this weird peg, which is like just a ball peg, but instead of a ball, it's this, whatever that is. And we have a pair of, I guess, Ginyu Force posing hands. Don't know what else you would use this, because these are kind of angled or bent backwards, so they're not like karate chop hands or blasting hands. They're more for some of your Ginyu Force crazy funny poses that they like to do. Next we have a pair of pointing hands, and we also get some open hands, and these are open hands with the fingers slightly bent. So these are more like blasting, key blast effect hands. And these may look similar, but they're not. These are another pair of open hands, but you see the fingers are completely straight, they're not bent. And these are more of a pair of hands that you could use for him to do his change now attack that he does to change bodies with other characters. And I just want to point out that they went ahead and just went with just a peg It doesn't move, it doesn't articulate or anything. It's just a stick. It just stays stationary there, doesn't move. So the articulation is just all from the ball joint. So the hand moves around pretty darn well with just the ball joint alone. You don't really need a hinge on the peg itself. And so then lastly, we get one more piece of accessory, and that is a chest piece right here with some battle damage right here on his right pectoral piece. And this is to recreate the scene when he injures himself before he changes bodies with Goku. So I think he stuck his hand into his own chest, or he blasted himself. I can't recall exactly, but he hurt himself so he can give Goku a powerless body, a weak body, and then he could have Goku's strong body. So you can recreate that scene, which is cool. The only thing is there's no blood or any effect there, but that's something maybe a customizer could add in. So here we go with the injured chest piece on. You can maybe get him grabbing his chest like he's hurt. So this could be the Goku version of Captain Ginyu, because as we seen, or if you may have missed, the Jace figure comes with an alternate Captain Ginyu Goku head with the scouter on, so you can make the Captain Ginyu version of Goku. I know it sounds all confusing, but I guess this could be the Goku version of Captain Ginyu. Alright, so we're going to get into the articulation of the figure, which is actually very excellent. The head will move up about this far, and it moves down this far. The head seems to be coming off fairly easy on my figure though. Left and right, just fine. And then the head or the neck articulates very well too, so that allows for more range to look up and more range to look down, and also tilt. It's very deep overall. So next we have the shoulder guards, which are on a little pegged hinge. So this actually was loose inside the package. It had come off, but you can see how small the peg is on the shoulder guard. So it's very small. Doesn't come off as easy as I would have feared, so that's a good thing. There's the peg hole right there. You just peg that in like that, and that's it. So that's where it hinges, and you can kind of twist it around there too. But that allows for more movement of the arms without any hindering of any kind. So speaking of the arms, we got the arms going forward. These are going to have to go up. I mean, it does hinder it to a point right there. You're going to have to move the arm outwards and then go like this to get it straight up. As you see, going back down, in and out, we have that shoulder socket. And then we have one of the heaviest butterfly joints that I've ever seen on any figure. Look at that right there. So that is for him to be able to do some of those crazy Ginyu Force poses. If we extend the other one out, you can see he can pretty much cross his arms. We get a bicep swivel at the arm. Very nice double jointed elbows. We get a swivel at the wrist. It is that ball jointed peg, so it allows for it to go all the way around. As for the torso, we get the diaphragm joint that crunches forward very, very deep. It will leave a gap on the backside. And you can move him back as well. You can tilt him to the side. We also do get a waist swivel. We have the new 2.0 articulation for the groin area, and as you can see, we get some more guards here which are held by that peg as well. So those come on and off. Legs will kick forward very high, and they will go back. They also do go in and out. You can pretty much do a full split. Get the thigh swivel, double jointed knees. We have an ankle that's on a ball peg, so we get a rocker, a swivel, goes forward and back, and we get the toe hinge at the foot. So the figure's articulated well enough for you to pull off this pose. He's actually balancing himself too. You just got to kind of play around with the legs and the feet and the footing, but it all works out. And it's pretty impressive that they managed to get this figure to look good and articulate him like crazy enough for him to do these crazy poses that he does in the show. I think it's pretty cool. Here's a look at him from the other side if you want to see how it's kind of working there. And from the front side. And the last piece he comes with is the 4-star Namekian Dragon Ball. And very excited to get these Namekian Dragon Balls started. It is a translucent plastic. Looks real good. It's very marble-like. It actually came out of the box with some scratches and some scuffs, so that's kind of worrisome. I don't know why it came out of the box like that, but it did. And then you can see the upside down reflection of Captain Ginyu through that ball. And just to give you an idea of how much bigger the Namekian Dragon Balls are, here is a Earth Dragon Ball next to the Namekian Dragon Ball. So not only can you have him hold the Dragon Ball in his hand like so, but there is also a slightly flat surface on the Dragon Ball. It's so subtle that you really don't see it and you can't really tell, but it's enough for it to stay put on the ground. So it's not going to roll away unless you get it off of that flat surface. If you get it off, then it's going to be very hard to get it to stay, but you just got to find it and it will stay. So I'm guessing once you get all of the 7 Dragon Balls, you can get them all together and they won't be rolling away. A quick shout out to Star-Lord Rocks on Instagram for pointing this out to me. So those of you that wanted to see this figure compared to the demonical fit or demoniacal fit knockoff third-party version of Captain Ginyu, it's not gonna happen because I don't have it. That figure's trash. I did actually review it, but I no longer have it, and I am glad I got rid of it. So we have the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku SH Figuarts here next to Ginyu, and this is the Goku you're going to want to use whenever you get Jeice and you put the Ginyu Goku head on this figure. Here's a look at him next to the Dragon Ball King Piccolo. He's a taller, bigger figure, and so is Ginyu, but Ginyu definitely isn't as tall as King Piccolo. And to go even further beyond, we have an even bigger figure. We have the SH Figuarts Broly. There he is next to a Marvel Legends Iron Man. That's the Marvel Legends War Machine, which I just reviewed. And one last random, we have the Black Series Captain Rex. So there you have it, everyone. There is my review of the SH Figuarts Captain Ginyu. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed the review. This figure is fantastic and leagues ahead of that third-party release, and I really hope those of you that went out and spent your money on that, go out and actually spend your money on something worth your money. This is actually priced around the same price as that third-party figure, so yeah. Now this figure is great, but it's not without its faults. I really do dislike how loose the head is on the peg. It comes off very easy, and the shoulder guards popping off every now and then. It gets annoying too as well. But aside from that, the figure is pretty great, and I can't really complain too much. But I am interested in hearing your thoughts down below in the comments, so be sure to let me know what you think. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, have a great day. Bye.
That's crispy.